Welcome to Pewter Science. Today we are going to discuss about a very important topic, which is a heat budget. This topic holds importance not only for the geography option but also for the prelims and the mains. And lot of students have the confusion in heat budget. Reason being because whenever the question are being asked, conceptuality are checked on the basis of heat budget. So what is heat budget first of all? When I talk about budget, that means I'm doing some kind of difference like you do in economy also. When we talk about budget, there is revenue minus expenditure, right? In a similar way, here also we have the incoming and outgoing. Now, what is incoming here? Solar radiation. Now I talk about heat budget, I talk about solar radiation which is coming in. So the difference between solar radiation which is coming in, which is called insolation, and how much it is being reflected back. So outgoing is what I call it as terrestrial radiation. So terrestrial radiation is something which is reflected back. So when you have to consider incoming and outgoing, so you will see solar radiation which is the insolation which is coming from the sun minus outgoing. Outgoing means your terrestrial radiation which is reflected back. So in a very normal manner, in a very layman language, I can say the difference between the insolation versus what has been going out, which is your terrestrial radiation. The difference between that is known as heat budget. Now the heat budget is not restricted to this portion itself. There are other layers or other things as well in this. This is Earth and incoming solar radiation, or you can call it as insolation. Now in insolation, what will happen? For example, I am getting 100% of insolation. Now do you think the earth will be able to take 100% of heat? No, because 65% of it will be reflected back from the, sorry, no, because 35% of it will be reflected back. Why it will be reflected back? From the space. Reason being because of the clouds, because of snow caps, right? And this phenomena is known as albedo because of the clouds, other particles present in the Earth's atmosphere or space, plus ice caps. Because of that, and the phenomena is known as albedo. Because of this phenomena, this is reflected back when I am considering 100% of insolation is coming towards Earth. Now, out of 100%, 35% is reflected back, remaining 65% is there. From 65%, 14% will be absorbed by atmosphere. 14% will be absorbed by atmosphere because this is a path. This is how the insolation has to come. Now 35% is reflected back, remaining 65% is there. Out of 65%, 14% is absorbed by atmosphere. Remaining 51%, 51% will reach to Earth's surface. 51% will reach to Earth's surface. Now, this Earth will get, this is known as insolation. What Earth is getting is known as insolation. Now, Earth will reflect this 51% back into the atmosphere. Now, this becomes your terrestrial radiation. There was a question in prelims this year 2025 on insolation and terrestrial radiation. If you have not gone through this, after this video, go and check the prelims question 2024, and I bet you will be able to solve this question after this video. This is known as terrestrial radiation. So this terrestrial radiation, when it's going above, what it is happening? Now this will be trapped. This air will be trapped by atmosphere because clouds are there, they will trap it. This is the reason why the earth stays warmer. Why? Because the atmosphere has trapped the heat. Through what? Through the clouds. Okay. Now out of it what will happen? This will absorb the heat. Now when this will absorb the heat, what will happen? The temperature of the earth remains warmer. Now how much it is absorbing? It is absorbing 34% out of 51, right? So the rest, how much amount is given? 17% will reflect it back to the space. So not 51 ka 51 will go in the atmosphere. Out of 51, 17% is given to the space, right? And 34% is absorbed by the atmosphere, right? This is how it will keep the air, what? Earth very warm, and therefore we talk about the greenhouse effects. Why? Because when you trap the heat, what will happen? For example, methane. Methane has the tendency of trapping the heat for a very long period of time, CH4 and CO2 also, right? These are your greenhouse gases. Therefore, it is important to understand this phenomena, that how heat budget is important, what is insolation, what is terrestrial radiation. I hope you have got this lecture, and in the next video I'll come with another important topic which is going to be very beneficial for solving your prelims PYQ. Thank you so much. Meet you in the next video lecture.